Howdy out there. I am Servant. I am Pisces. Earlier today, I sent out a little 6 minute video, kind of doing something a little different. I wonder if you caught the understanding about how I changed the language from just plain old country boy to a successful entrepreneur as far as vernacular or, capricious. Understand that's your language. That's how you change everything in your life by saying it. It is a thing that you work forward to that you have no idea or no clue about what I was talking about by your energy. It's sneaky, but you see how I changed the narrative about what you thought. Okay? The vernacular or being capricious about anything. What I'm trying to tell you is that that's your language. All you have to do is change a word in your life, change a thing, and you see how the other envision takes place. You envision that now. When I said your personal world, okay, that is exactly what I meant. Because all you have to do is change one thing to have a different outlook. God didn't put you here to be not understanding about what you're doing. The things that are coming for you in this remnant is greater than vocational languages. Okay, it's more than that. It's your energy. Okay? So I changed things up a little bit to let you see that how I change things. I change those things in my life because I choose to do it because I am my own planet and I am going to do what I want to do. I'm going to walk in the law of the Lord. I'm going to walk His path, straight that away. I'm going to be the very best person I can possibly be, no matter whether you hit me in the head with a brick, because God did. And He woke me up. So all I'm telling you is this is going to get more expanded to where you realize who you are, okay? You are more than what this outside world is trying to tell you and keeping you pushed down. You are more, okay? You are chosen by the Most High, a child of God. There is no weapon formed against you that'll prosper. You're saved in the Lord Jesus Christ, and if you're not, you better get your boots a scooting, okay? Go up there and get baptized. Get yourself right with God. Because the things that are coming are a lot larger than what you can even imagine. The remnant of love, that's all there is. You want to fight a battle against a legion? Pull out the sword of love, okay? You don't have to fight the battle at all. God's there. Jesus is there. And legions and legions and legions of angels. Because everything that you do in a good way, hey, you're just lighting people on fire, okay? So I'm just telling you, be that good person. Walk in God's natural law. Follow your precepts, okay? Follow the petitions. Follow the statutes, the commandments. The commandments are your laws to understand sin. Not that you're held back by it, by no means, because Jesus died on the cross for our sins. But understand that your faithfulness in that walk, under those testimonies, whether it be Moses, David, whoever it be, what you take in, that is meat, okay, for your bones. and that makes you grow. And understand that the words that you are saying, okay, the bad words, boomerang, catch in the back of the head, because you don't get rid of those. Those come back, because that's the situation you live in today. Good words, they come back, but they're put in a big old brownie sack for you. So understand that, the more that you love, the more that you push out there, the more that you're obedient to it. Hey, you're not going to find everybody loves you. Well, guess what? You just poked him. That's all you did. You just said, hey, I love you, man. And then he goes, whoa, 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 where did that come from? And then he's thinking about it all day long. Well, that's God in his head, just going round and around and around. So just understand how I changed the pattern to make you think of something completely different. Okay? That's the same way as good and bad. You put it in a good text, it all is in front of you, blessings and gifts. Put it in a bad context, that's the boomerang effect. Whatever you give, you receive. Okay? Whatever is given out, you receive. Always understand that. The world that we live in today, hey, you're lucky to receive a parking ticket, okay, without having a felony thrown on top of it. So understand that the world outside is pressing against you, and these words they're using are more or less repeated over and over and over and over, okay? So you got a bunion, okay? And you got it on your head. How do you get a bunion on your head? I don't know how you get a shoe on that. But the understanding is that you hear this, you hear this, you hear this, you hear this. Understand that all that is just terminal demonology, or demonology, not demonology. They're trying to get something in your head all the time, all the time, all the time. Because if you hear it enough, then you start believing it. Well, this is the way it is. This is reality. A reprobate mind will accept that, okay? Because that's the world that they live in. You don't have to live in that world. It's not there for you, okay? The world that God created is here, okay? Out there on the ground, in the dirt. That's what He created for you. And you're a child of God. You belong to it. You own it. It's yours. Now claim it in yourself. And when you claim it, you walk in favor of the Father. You just keep walking in faith, keep doing things, and keep manifesting those things in front of you. Because those are blessings and gifts. They're going to just keep on coming. Energy levels, timelines. The energy level is as you go through each and every one of these little dings and dents, you're picked up a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more. And then you find a timeline that you're on. It's not that you're better than everybody else. You just see clearer than everybody else. And you say to yourself, I'm sure not going back down there, because that's where all the ickiness is. I don't want to be there. So just understand that God has given us these things, these tools in this Bible, to do our very best work and our very best job, not under pressure. We're not under pressure. When you go through all that stuff that I've been through, that the pressure was there, I took it because I chose to take it. I chose those things. Because I said, I'm going to be a good servant. I'm going to be obedient if it kills me. So that's where I went. And I stayed there, hidden. And I stayed there, and I stayed there, and I stayed there till I got all the flaws pulled. All the stuff that was riding my back pulled. All the ickiness pulled. All the words thrown at me pulled. And then I walk out on the other side. And the true favor of God. So I have no backup in me anymore. So we're going forward with this. And we're going to slay it. We're going to be the best people we can be. We're going to be in honor of the Father. And He's going to give us blessings and gifts beyond what we can ever imagine. Just stay in the Word. Stay in the Word, and you'll be good. But anyhow, Everybody kind of wondered how long my hair was. Well, there's how long my hair is. It's long. So I think I ought to shave it all off. Be a bald-headed polar bear. But understand that the vernacular is how I changed that. Am I smarter than that? Yeah, I'm smarter than that. But look here, I'm just a country boy. And I like to keep it country because we all got a little south in us somewhere along the line. Just want you to understand that when you watch all these other people this afternoon, let's see how many vernaculars they come up with. So anyhow, Israel asks for a king. Okay? Now this is where you're at, understanding, do we deserve a king? Do we deserve a president? Do we deserve, what do we deserve? Okay? Well, we deserve everything. We deserve it all. But we are the ones that have to dissolve it, or we are the ones that have to keep on putting up with it. First off, you've got AI coming into play. For me talking to you like I am now, it'll be commandeered, and I don't know if there's any AI that can talk like I can, but I can get pretty well in the creek bottom. So, tadpoles and all. But the thing about it is that understand that you have a timeline here that's a very short timeline, and you need to stay in the Word. You need to understand it. You understand it when it hurts. When it hurts, when it puts an arrow through your heart, and you know that's you, okay? Claim it. Claim it and rise. You are a queen or a king or a prince or a princess. So claim it and rise. The people that are out there, the collective, the prayers that need to be spit out, need to be praying 24/7. Chosen ones, you're going to be run through the ringer. Keep it up. Just bow. You'll make it through it all. And you know what I'm talking about. Bow that head. Keep in it. In it to win it. So anyways, Israel asked for a king. And it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel, and the name of the second Adai. They were judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in the ways, but turned aside after lucre, and took bribes, and perverted judgments. This is where we're at. Understand, these appointments weren't appointments by you. These appointments are by everybody else to make their life lucrative. Then all the elders in Israel gathered themselves together and came to Samuel unto Ramah, and said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in the ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations. Well, I guess Trump was kinged, so he's trying to go through there like a weed whacker. So let's see how well it goes for that part of it anyways. But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord, the most high, righteous, and loved. And the Lord, the most high, righteous, and loved, said unto Samuel, Hearken unto voices of the people, in all that they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. Well, you know, the point of it is that when you get to the point, to a certain extent, to where you're at now, or prior to that, to say that the prior administration or whoever is on your boards or whatever, well, when you take and you say that I can do this all by myself and I don't need nobody, wrong. Wrong answer. Jesus and God, okay? There is nothing else. You can say me all you want to, but you commit to me by the Father. Okay? When I committed what I was going to do, I was going to do it unto death to the Father. So remember, when you commit, you better write it out. You better make sure you get to the end of it, because you will be this person that's unstoppable. I promise. According to all the works which they have done since the day that I brought them up out of Egypt, even unto the day wherewithin they have forsaken me, and served other gods, so do they also unto thee. Well, they served other gods. Hey, like I was talking about to the Democrats the other day, and the Republicans both. Who do you serve? Okay? If every one of you in there doesn't serve the God, Yahweh, you're not going to have nothing but turmoil. You're going to end up in a bar ditch. So understand that once you're in the bar ditch, it's hard to get out of that bar ditch until you have a collective. And if you don't have a collective agreement, the stuff that you're pulling in the background is not going to help you out. It's just going to do you in at the end game. So I hope you understand that. Now therefore hearken unto their voice, howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and show them manner of the king that shall reign over them. And Samuel told all the words of the Lord the Most High, righteous and loved, unto the people that ask of him a king. And he said, this will be the manner of the king, appointed them for himself, for his chariots, and to be his horsemen, and some shall run before his chariots. Well, that's the sons. There's no horses there. So all these people are made to do all these things. Your sons, their daughters, they're this, they're that. They're programmed to do this thing, okay? Whatever they have conjured up in the world to make you believe. and he will appoint him captains over thousands and captains over 50s, and will set them to ear his ground and reap his harvest, and make his instrument of war and instruments of his chariots. Slide this down. And he will take your daughters to be confectionaries, and to be cooks, and to be bakers. And he will take your fields, and your vineyards, and your olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants. To the point of where we're at, to understanding that if it's in this world, or in this realm, evil, Satan, he is constantly going to maneuver. He is going to maneuver. There are monitoring spirits around you all the time, listening. And whenever they get a chance to pull your negative to their positive and steal your gifts and blessings, they will do it in a heartbeat. That's why I say the tongue is a double-edged sword, no matter what. So when you speak in obedience, speak unto the favor of the Father, speak unto the favor of Jesus. Because these things, these entities, these other active words is demonology. You're just casting spell after spell, and your life is not going to get any better. So just realize that, what you got around you and what's coming. And he will take the 10th of your seed and of your vineyard, and give to his officers and to his servants. And he will take your men servant and your maid servants and your goodliest young men and your donkeys, and put them to work, to his work. He will take the 10th of your sheep and ye shall be his servant, and ye shall carry out in the day, because your king which you shall have chosen you, and the Lord, most high, righteous, and love, will not hear you in the day. So, what you have chosen under everybody telling you everything in this world, everybody telling you, oh, this is the best person, this is the best person, this is the best person, yeah, he does this, he does that, he does this. Well, look what happened in New York, okay? And I think that that's where I've called to go next. So guess what? This country bumpkin in the middle of New York, that'll be a hoo-yah, wouldn't it? Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel, and they said, nay, but we will have a king over us, that we also may be like all the nations, and that our king may judge us, and go out before us and fight our battles. And Samuel heard all the words of the people, and he rehearsed them in the ears of the Lord, the Most High, righteous, and loved. And the Lord, the Most High, righteous, and loved, said to Samuel, hearken unto their voice, and make them a king. And Samuel said unto the men of Israel, go ye every man unto his city. Now, I'm not blaming anybody. You have your own sovereignty. You're your own person. You're your own planet. You're your own piece of dirt. But understand, whenever you make a wise decision to do something, make sure it's a wise decision. It's no more than that. And God's not asking you to do any more than just believe that in your godly way, okay, in your precepts, in your statutes, in your testimonies, and the understanding of Moses and the understanding of David and the issues of Samuel, these are decisions that were made, okay, for the planet you live on, for God. God had give you something here that is more than you'll ever know. I mean, I keep saying that. I just can't. I don't know. I'm going to have to find another vernacular, another word to understand that the planet that you live and that you exist on is for your pages, is for your princesses, is for your princes, the new generation that's coming, the new generations of lions. You have a gift, okay? You have a gift of being an elder. And if you're having that taken away from you by some little young lion that says, well, I ain't doing this, or I'm not doing that, or I'm going to do what I want to do, and they're going to take from you, hey, there's the door, change the lock, okay? They're not welcome no more. And it hurts. I'm not going to tell you it don't. It does. But you have to change the lock, because if not, they'll destroy you. So understand your path with God, because God will tell you, because your heart's going to hurt when somebody does something to you, and you're going to have to remove yourself out of that hurt, okay? And then you're going to hurt a little longer because you had to do it. But that's God telling you that you are the most cherished person on this planet, just like everybody else is. You have a right to be happy, just like me. So if you can catch the happiness, hey, I went through it. I done my deal. And guess what? I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. But I'm just telling you, I'm with you. I'm behind you 100%. If there's something in your way, something in your past, something doing you in, get rid of it. Get rid of it immediately. Because it doesn't serve you. Not in this time. God's remnant is here. I chose this path. And I'm going to walk it. And I'm loving every minute of it. So, everybody out there, you say that, I will tell you just like this. Your Bible has been changed in different ways that you don't understand, okay? I catch everything. I don't miss nothing. I never have. I've always been the one that caught it all. the point of seek, and unseen. So you seek what is unseen. Well, now they're trying to say it, look, and it's invisible. Okay? Well, understand the two terminologies. Seek the unseen. Okay? That is God. We look at seek because we know that we're looking for something. That is our teaching to seek. Well, look. Okay? Well, if I'm a lazy man, I'm going to look. I look. Well, if it's invisible, heck, I know I can't see it, so that's a negative. It's a double negative. So, verb, adverb, whatever you want to call it. What they've done is they changed the terminology to make you blind to the things that you should be seeking, the unseen. So, understand that what they're doing, I'm in a different style of King James. The best part of it is that I'm going to go back further and start pulling more Greek and more Hebrew. The lexicon, the LXX, whatever I got to do to get back to the natural word, because we are walking away from all that. And when you get AI, he'll do anything, because once he knows who you are, and he will know, because you're already getting pop-ups of what you're thinking about and what you're doing. And he will know, and he will start taming that shrew by different terminology and different words. And if you're not smart enough to get it, hey, you're going to be blind as a bat. So don't underestimate yourself with discernment. You see what I see. You just haven't been brung to call for it. And I'm bringing the call for it. Okay? So this is the point. Understand that these people, well, this is good. Look at here. I can produce a book overnight. Okay? I can have ChatGPT write the book in different ways, in different terminologies, and send it out, because then I'm not under plagiarism. You have to have the book, okay? The real thing, to understand what you're walking into. It's not a future that you want to be into, because if you really want to be a servant, you won't be a servant. You'll be a man slave or a woman slave, because you're going to be a slave to that system. And when I said community, bringing community together, that is exactly what I meant. The understanding of love, can't beat it. There's nothing can beat that. There's nothing on this planet. Yeah, they can destroy you, but look here. You can't destroy love, because guess what? You're gone to the Father. So, your worries, there is nothing to worry about. Not one thing anymore. So just understand that what these guys are doing and what this is coming to, you can fall back on what Elon Musk said, since they have a code now with CRISP technology, they can change your DNA code. They just cut it out, put another code in there, and they give it to you by a shot. And you don't know what they're going to be given, because look at what they've done already. So now you got a code in there that's producing way too many white blood cell counts, giving you heart attacks, or whatever may be coming down the pike. But understand that you have to be on point with the Father. And the way to be on point is to actually go back in time. Go back to your history. Go back to your ancestors' history, because you can move forward in technology all you want to. Okay? I'll have to, and you'll have to in some ways too. But understand the mark of the beast. Understand that these things are coming not in beneficial form, but to congregate you in a form under their way. So you might call me an outlier. I've been off the grid almost all my life. And this is just where I come to. understand that your community, understanding each other, talking with each other, Republican, Democrat, uh, independent, whatever you are, okay? It's very necessary at this time. They can argue up there all they want to. The end is still going to be the end game. Do they know any more than anybody else? Well, yeah, they know a lot of things that doesn't even concern us. It concerns deep pockets. It concerns how they're going to move the economy in the way that they want it. Base fact forward, okay? The energy grid now, the Bitcoin, AI, all this, okay? What's his name? Bill Gates. He was raised about 60 miles from here. He had bought the nuclear plant there off New York, which was, Chernobyl effect, had part of a meltdown. Well, he picked up that other part of it to turn it into a place to where he could put AI in, okay, just to supply his AI network. Right now, they're at 4%. Let's see, what was it, 2035 or 2030? 2030 or 2035. They're going to be at 140%. Okay, that's going to be more than India's electric bill. And we still got to supply our own. So the radiation and the most energy ever emitted in the world is fixing to take place. And you think you're confused now? Wait till that hits. So I'm just saying, understand what's going on in the environment. The EAUA, the EWE, the UN, all these things that seem like they're plausible or seems like it's a positive, always remember it's the first negative to a positive. They still got to get through it. It's got to be contrite, and they're going to say it's going to take 10 years down the road. Do what you can for your community right now. Be prepared to do whatever you need to do to take care of your people in your way. Don't worry about what they're doing, because it's going to be total destruction no matter how they do it. And I hope the best for Trump. I know that he's trying, and I know he wants to try, but he really doesn't understand that the other entities, he's not just fighting principalities. He's got entities that he's fighting too. And like I said, his worship team, I imagine they're pretty beat up. But I'm going to tell you, there's some good people in there worshiping for him and trying to put prayers all over him. So it's a fight. It's two sides of the coin. Evil versus good. And that's why I'm saying every one of us that can be a good person, that's energy that we're sending out there. Okay, and it's being picked up in the timeline. And the timeline goes around the planet in billions of bands. So understand that God has got his remnant here. He's wanting us to jump on board. He's wanting us to be just the best people we can possibly be. And I'm trying to be the best I can possibly be to anyone and everyone, even y'all guys that are listening, because I love every one of you. And I want the best for every person out there. What I'm speaking is God's words, not mine. Okay? There's evil going on out there that's hearing these words. Okay? And he can't help but hear it. And that's the double-edged sword for him. Because that's what I'm supposed to be telling you about. Those evil things that are out there and the evil that is listening, they're cringing at this point because they know that God is after them and Jesus is on their heels. Okay? The angels are working in overtime. So there's legions here fighting a battle that we have no idea about, except we know that they're doing it. And Jesus is right here with you at any time you need him. Just call upon him. Get saved. If you're not saved, you need to get there. This ain't a time to be playing around. But anyways, I'm at 35 minutes. Man, I had a lot to say. 34 and 40. So, I love you guys. Just keep in the Word. Keep understanding your surroundings. Help your people. Take care of your people. Take care of your kids. Pull them out of situations they don't need to be in. And I understand that you got to work overtime. You're going to work 16, 18 hours a day and get 4 hours sleep. Okay? Moms, dads, kings, queens. Dads, you're a king. Pick her up. Take care of that queen. You will be blessed for it. So, anyways, I'll get off here. I am Servant. I am Pisces. I love you all. Good day.